And now, good people, there's a story, there's a prophecy. In the book of Revelation, they're talking about the AI, which is the idol, the image of the beast. This is the AI. The Bible indicates that it was going to be given a bread of life, meaning that the artificial intelligence, as we know it, biblically, it seems like it's a living thing. Yeah. I know it's very staggering saying, can the AI become a living thing? According to the Bible, that's what is being said to us there. We see the idol there giving a form of human spirit or whatever that is given and start living like us. But it's not like us. These are the forces of program inside the wire. And but being fair and square, they are simply saying it's demonic. You see, because if we have a check in our life, what is it that try to pretend to be us? Isn't it spiritual power at the higher places? Isn't it that there are spirits trying to pretend to be our ancestors? This is the same thing here. We humans, God gave us the intellect and intelligence. And we came up with this system, some of them. Even though some of them are not by our own origin in terms of imagination. But the cherub, which is the fallen angel, he has hijacked us and took all our intellectual and intellect thinking there, and things that we use now, they are commotion. So what does that mean? It means that anything that we do now is not under our ownership. The cherub has taken it. So in a different approach on the AI which I was talking about earlier, that's our different scientific scenario where we say it can be living like us. But in the prophecy, yes, the AI is going to be is going to have a bread of life there, if you read it very well. Because they say the AI now push us towards worshipping the beast. So which by looking you can inspect and see that the laws implementation, where I was talking about the laws, the corporate vehicle, can you see that? The mothership, can you see that? It means the laws that have been designed, it gives the AI power to be as if it's alive, because systematically is being favored. It means systematically is being given power in terms of the laws, the principalities, and now is executing them against the people. If you think what I'm saying to you it's a lie, go back to your COVID-19 regulation. It never came from your UN and your government. It was forced by the AI. Lock them down, give them a vaccine, because it's been programmed, it's been fed. You see, now it means that we must find who's feeding this AI. My God. My God, who's feeding this AI? Because if you look now, the AI is alive. It has a law that defends it, a constitution that defends it. It has a system where it executes. COVID-19 because of it. Those who took the vaccine because of its regulation imposing to the government. United Nations, the World Health Organization could not do anything. So now you can see what we're talking about. So how can we say is it alive? Because it gets the powers and the principality from the people, which are the people, which is the system in place, the government, the corporate vehicles combined together. It gives this idol the power to live. So it has the power to live because it can force now me and you to worship the devil. It can force me and you now take the vaccine and die. Good people, we will see each other, but this is the status report on the AI in today to say, yes, development on AI, this, whatever AI do, whatever it does, I'm not interested. I'm happy I am a human being, fully fleshed in the Spirit of God and Christ. I'm just observing the big image of it to say these are the crisis, because now we're in a crisis. Humanity isn't just in crisis. We finding a way out to defend ourselves. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of job to be done. So stay tuned with us here in our media spot. We will have a chance and we will talk about other issues. But for now, we're talking on the AI consciousness. Can it be simulated? And we'll talk about the corporate vehicle, which is these are the lawmakers, and the mothership, which is slowly they are seducing us. And slowly they are seducing us, which is pushing us now to say sooner or later though someone has to wake up. Someone has to wake up and fight against this AI. On the state of AI, between simulating consciousness, intelligent, and other relevant human characteristics and personality. The AI state, in terms of its logical intelligence, which is it's a brutal force of algorithms put together, which is to predict and to mimic. It might be a human hand or a kind of a human thinking or a certain human behavior. Then once the type of algorithms have been furnished, probably let's say one for the eye, one for the nose, one for the mouth, one for the hands, and so forth, all together are put together, bombarded together, making a very strong firmware software where out of it this thing now will start pretending, mimicking to be a human being, or trying to do some certain characteristic that that refers to a human being in terms of behavior. This, yes, is possible. It can be done through program and memory. It means you program the program. After that, you store it on a memory. Now you can play it back, and by doing that, the AI starts to pretend as if it's real, it's life. So now the question is that consciousness is what we get from God, and what we do everything is because of consciousness. Our first question we want to ask is that is consciousness independent? Can consciousness exist on its own without a physical body like that of us? In my analogy and observation, what I have seen, and because I've been looking over and over this issue, yes, consciousness does exist out of the body. What we are now in this physical body as people, we experiencing consciousness. This is a super level, or we are a product of consciousness at a state where we call it a super level. But what happened now is that we are not the whole consciousness in this body. We are a part in the whole of consciousness. So our discussion is saying that can consciousness exist out of a human body? Yes, it can. Since we are a part of the big consciousness which we can't measure, where it starts, where it ends. So going to the state of AI. AI, is it AI conscious? Is the AI more or less like a human being? Is the AI trying to simulate consciousness? For now, we can say AI is trying to simulate consciousness. But the question, can consciousness be simulated? Well, it's a very controversial one. Let me put it in this sort of a nutshell. For now, with our limited intellect and scientific approach, We will say consciousness can be simulated. It can be put on a program. When I say it cannot be used as consciousness. So for now, I consciousness, I think it cannot uh, be simulated. It's meaning that you can take consciousness and store it and then come back as consciousness. That's no longer consciousness. It's just a memory of it. Just so AI for now, it's a memory of consciousness. But now let's say in a condition where the AI try to outsmart us, predicting some answers and try and do things that are better than us. Yes, all the thing doing, is it still part of consciousness? It forms part, but it's not the biological consciousness that is in us. It is through the brutal forces of program bombarded into it, which is the all negating to come up with an answer. It's like a finder method. Because all the answer the AI come with it. I think it's a finder method for now. Unless otherwise we can have it here and say let us start making logical sense and let us see. AI can be given answers that are so correctly behind when you feed it can give you the same answer. But the whole idea is that for now, consciousness can be simulated. AI is trying to simulate it, but it can't simulate the whole biology of consciousness in a human body. You see, now I'm here, but spiritual I'm somewhere else. My cells are doing that. It cannot do that. It can try to simulate, make a memory in it, but it cannot. We don't know. We don't know the answer, but sooner or later though, we might know, say, why is not like that. Yeah, so the state of AI versus consciousness. The question now is, is the AI aware? What is it aware of? Because it's just a brutal forces of program put together. It's not aware. It's being told to think that it's aware. You see, everything that it does is a program. The only thing that its program is beyond comprehension is that a human being in a biology. You cannot tell it much. Yeah, so in closing, you were saying that consciousness is independent. It can be simulated. Yes, we can come up with artificial intelligence in terms of designing programs. Brutal one indeed, because all these programs are brutal. Put them together, we bombard them together, we make them a heavyweight and become an algorithm so strong, so powerful that it may try to outsmart humanity, but still consciousness cannot be simulated. So what we say is that AI is trying to be consciousness, to be conscious or to be in consciousness. It can't. It can't. But things might change over the years. We're not saying we are the Roman Catholic here, we are Herrick. It can be possible. Things might change. The reality is there's a lot of possibility. And so with that we see pushing towards that, but people have to be careful on it in terms of the decision the AI is taking against humanity, because in our discussion we have talked about the corporate vehicle, the policies, the policymakers, the mothership, the implementation that is being done, which is going to give AI that power so that people like me knew freedom of speech and of high intellectual of thinking or intellect, where we're thinking things beyond scientific methods, just like this creative talk. We can be suppressed or not to highlight these ideas, but fair and square, as an electronic hobbyist, I'm more into the hardware not much on software. But I've been sitting down and deducing that AI is just the brutal forces of program put together, being an algorithms, pretending as if. But it's difficult to say it is alive. It's not alive. It's not even conscious. It's just a set of programs, sets of memory being played, and doing that finder method. So you better be on a safe line on that. Because now, what is the sad part is that the system, which is the industry, or the DARPA, or the military, they're the one who are experimenting at a higher level, at a higher super level with consciousness in terms of, in terms of the AI. They know better answers like, I don't know. They know better answers, and they might tell us a different story or on there to say how far have they embarked on it. But we know exactly that what I know about the AI is that the chaos gonna rise of it. It's just around the inclination of this 21st century. They will feed it with a grey list. It will be fed with grey list algorithms, things that has to be executed by the AI against humanity. We call it the guillotine operation. And people shouldn't say, hey, the AI was so wicked and so forth. As we're talking, there is one person sitting behind it, feeding it with that grey list, that guillotine of instruction, which in between this age, the inclination of this age, there's gonna be chaos in the planet. And that chaos, it will be designed. As we're talking now, systematic powers are programming, feeding the AI with such instruction. And so later days, it will evolve. In fact, it won't even evolve. When you say it will evolve, it will appear as a form of fake news. It will appear as a form of fake imageries that are being done. As you can see what it's doing now. This is evolving, emerging, until a day where it's going to be at the highest peak, and it won't be controllable. So these are the dangers involved with AI. In terms of the feeders, what are they feeding it?